And then stay with us now. I'm just going to go across to Blue Dart Management that's joining, and the stock is up about 2% in trade. The jump comes in despite the company declared numbers that were slightly below what the street was working with. Profits were slipped about 50%, and EBITDA as well has slumped about 40%. Aneel Gambhir, Chief Financial Officer of Blue Dart, joins in. Aneel, morning. Thanks for joining in. Aneel, it's been a weak quarter this time around. Operationally, what hasn't worked for you?
Good morning to all of you. As you can see on the top line, we have very healthy number. It's a double-digit growth for half year. It's about 12%. For the quarter, it's about 13.5%. But as you mentioned, on bottom line side, there is some challenge. And challenge is because of our plan of aggressive expansion. We have been investing heavily into Tier 3, Tier 4 cities. As a result, we have put in large number of facilities. We have put in network and also, recruited large number of people. All that put together has impacted our bottom line, which is a short-term impact. And maybe in times to come, it will have provided us operating leverage, which could help us moving forward, in improving our margin. So that is from the better customer experience and expansion plan, which is playing out in current quarter's EBIT number.
Right. And also pricing trends in the second quarter, and is that expected to be under pressure going ahead as well on back of increased competition in the industry now?
I think competition has always been there, and competition is healthy and keeps us on toes. It is more to do with our aggressive plan, expansion plan than the competition. Competition always has been there and will always continue to be there. So it's not much of worry from that front. It is our own expansion plan which is impacting our bottom line.
Right. What about capex incurred in the first half so far and the outlook for the remainder of the year?
Yeah. So you must have seen recently we had announced capex would continue to be in the range of about 200 crore plus. Last year also we invested about 200 crore, and this year maybe slightly higher than that could happen, or maybe around that number. That's where we have a plan, and all this is going into technological upgradation and also our expansion plan, through which we are expanding our reach. You must have seen that last year we were covering about 6,500 pin codes, and by this year end we plan to cover pan India 90,100 pin codes and reach every Indian home. And in that pursuit of that goal, we have been investing very heavily into all the offices, facilities, and also network and technological upgradations.
And then what is it that you're doing in order to sort of beat competition? Because the industry is getting highly competitive. I know the number of clients being added are also constantly on the up move. But any sort of planned strategies that you're going to be undertaking to sort of build your network to beat competition? Are you looking to drop prices? Are you looking at any sort of acquisitions? What's the plan?
See, generally we don't believe in playing on the price space because Blue Dart is a premium company. We try to build our strategy around giving a better customer experience so that customer repeatedly uses us. So in that connection only this investment what I talked about, reach expansion and technological upgrades, and also feedback to customers through valued services. All that has been, Blue Dart's USP, and that we will continue to play on that.
I know a couple of quarters ago you had implemented e-way bills for intra-state transportation of goods. Has that impacted your business positively? Because I think that was the key expectation that you had. If it has, can you quantify that impact for me?
Yeah, e-way bill when implemented from 1st April seems to have settled down now. And it is expected that with the implementation of e-way bill, all unorganized sectors movement could stop and move to organized sector. And that's what we are seeing healthy growth on that front. That our volumes have grown, which are reflecting in our numbers. And going forward, it will have more and more conversion from unorganized sectors to organized sector, which will help us in building our growth trajectory.
Also, going ahead, what is the kind of business outlook that you have? I mean, GST pain is finally now behind us on one hand. On the other hand, crude prices continue to remain volatile, which of course is impacting your fuel cost and the change in the business to consumer distribution model as well. So lots of moving parts really to Blue Dart right now. In terms of outlook, give me a sense of what we can expect from you in the next few quarters.
Yeah, on GST front, you rightly mentioned that things seem to be settling down on operating front. But on compliance front, there are still some pains which I think industry is going through. All the industries have been going through that pain. Recently, the new changes which have come in terms of input reconciliations, and also thereafter GST audits, Form 9 and 9C, etc. So those are challenges which I think is short-term challenges. Going forward, we see the benefit of GST which has started accruing to further improve with the growth of economy. And similarly, what you mentioned about the oil volatility, that also we are seeing, and then off late oil seems to have started cooling down. We expect this to continue slightly more, maybe another 10, 12 dollars should go down, and thereafter it should settle at that level. So with that settling and the economy looking up, we see that going forward we could have a healthy growth in times to come.
Right. Thanks, Aneel. Good talking to you this morning. That's the word coming in from the manager of Blue Dart. They, of course, are working in order to sort of deal with intense competition in the industry, but looking at a healthy growth network in the country. Chandan, couple of counters that I want to talk to you about. One is Bata. It's taken a bit of a breather after a very sharp up move from levels of 920 all the way up to 1,020 that it tested in early trade. Today, of course, it's down about a